Hey folks, Bob here at Bob's Classic Cars and Parts. All right, as somebody that deals with a lot of classic cars and parts out cars and sells the parts to all over the place, come across my share wiring harnesses out of these old cars apart out. 9 times out of 10 they've been cut like this one, and somebody's installed a CB radio or an 8-track or good knows who knows what, some kind of gauges, and they just whack into the harness here. When this guy took this harness out, he just cut it. He didn't bother disconnecting it. So this was a harness that I acquired from a guy that was had bought a car for parts of his, and I forget why he whacked the harness out, but he did, and told him not to do that, but he did anyway. Anyway, what do you do with an old wiring harness? Well, there's a treasure trove of parts here. For example, we got a nice little fuse box right here. We got all kinds of connectors, and I showed you in a video a while back how to disconnect those connectors, get them out safely and cleanly. We got some flashers and all kind of connectors. So I'll cut those off. I've got a big old bucket full of them now, and that's going into the harness. The harness that goes to the back of the instrument cluster. But relay. But it just so happens I'm wiring up a voltmeter, volt gauge on a race car, and I happen to need a quality black and red wire, and that's probably a little too big for what I need, but I'll probably come up with another one in this harness somewhere. But it's already got the connector on it. That's a good heavy duty quality connector. Let me show you what I'm doing. Okay, this is not fully installed yet. This is just kind of a mock-up. But I got this voltmeter that I'm going to put right here. Mounted it to the battery hold-down bolt. And we'll put a little spacer on it, keep it level. And put that nut and that washer on it. But I need to wire it up. I need to connect it. And as you can see, it's got a plus here and a minus there. So we'll hook the hot side, that red wire, here. Run it into this cable right here and hook it up right there, just like that. And the negative side on this side will run around to this cable, and I'll just put it right in here. Take this apart and put it right in there. So a little bit heavier cable than probably what we need to run that gauge, but it's not gonna hurt a darn thing. Matter of fact, I need spade connectors after all. I don't need those connectors. I need spade connectors. All right, cool. Well, let me go look for a wire on that harness that I can use. I'll be right back. All righty, folks. So what I did, I took the knife, and I took all the rubber and plastic wire tape, and I spliced it back, and I was able to cut a red wire and a black wire right here. There's the black one, and there's the red one, and ran it all the way through the harness till it came out this cut off end here. So a good little stretch of wire. So I think, and this gauge will work. This gauge wire here will be plenty. The black wire is a little longer, which it needs to be. So let me go get that connected at the car. I got the little connectors for this end, and we'll install it. All right, so here's the little connectors that came with it. It fit the back of that gauge. And I will crimp it down with this tool here. Just a wire cutting tool. Adequate. And then I'm gonna get some heat shrink tubing, slip it over, and put some heat on it. Okay, so I got them both crimped down. Now let me go get the heat shrink tubing to put on it. Okay, I just simply took two from this backpack here, back of the pack, that looked to be the correct size. And that's just a kit that I bought off of Amazon. Actually, I bought that at a local parts store, I'm sorry. And I just simply slid it over the wire and put it over, and we'll hit it with the heat gun. And I'll show you how that works right here just now. And you'll see it shrink up. See right here? Watch it shrink up. Can you see it? And that helps hold it in place. Now watch this one. Look at it shrink up. And this is just my old handy Ace Hardware heat gun. It ain't really super hot. And that's all you need to do. Now let's take these over here to the car where we're going to hook them up at, and kind of get an idea, lay them out like we need to lay them out. Now I told you I needed a spacer to put under that thing, and I've got this little coffee can of rubber spacers, and I just so happen to have one. It was a twin to that, and it seems like it's going to work perfect. So let's head over to the car and I'll show you. Okay, so the spacer is installed right there, and that helps that lay flatter. And I think I can tighten that thing down now, and then I can work that wire into where I need to work it into. Let's find out. All right, I took my handy little 1/2" wrench, 9/16 wrench, tighten the bolt up. This is on there good and tight. Had a little bit of play in it, which is fine. And now I'll hook up my red wire first, connect it to the battery, and get it cut to the right length, spliced into here. Probably do another heat shrink tubing, and then we'll do the negative one. All right, so I got the hot side wired in. The heat shrink tubing's a little too small to fit over that big yellow connector. So what I'll probably do is heat it, get it to shrink down, and then just wrap it with black electrical tape. Now the black one is going to be wired into here, right there. Now watch this, I connect it, and you can see, oops, get you where you can see. See, it's already connected here, and I touch the negative, and now the gauge shows up, comes on to 12.2 volts. That's what we want. It's not the voltage we want, but that's what we want it to work like that. So let me hook up the black one next. All right, folks, so it is installed, 12.2 volts. And I got these little white wire ties, plastic ties, to kind of help hold it. And I did wrap the piece up in the black electrical tape. And I went on and did the heat shrink up here, even though it wouldn't fit, even though I didn't need it, just to give me a little bit of protection for that wire strap, tie strap. So there you have it. She is installed. So all we got to do now is disconnect the negative post, and there's no more power going to the car. It's as simple as that. Folks, hope you got something out of that. That's a quick and easy way to hook up a little cheap Amazon voltage gauge. Make you a bracket out of a piece of metal. Use whatever attachment you want. I want it as close to the battery as possible. And it is a little flexible for vibration. And we'll try it out, see if it fails. If it fails, then we'll know to bound it somewhere else a little different next time. But I think we'll be okay right there. So hit that thumbs up, folks. Appreciate it if you do that. Watch some of my older videos. We got all kinds of car content on this channel. Scroll down. For 4 years, coming on a little more than 4 before long. And hit that bell notification, because we're always putting out new videos. And scroll down, and if you see something you like, watch that video too, please. Hit the thumbs up and like button on that and share it with your friends. I'm just a ham and egg right here working in the shop in my own garage in the backyard. I'm not a professional by any means, but I just want to show you that you can do this stuff. You don't need to be a professional mechanic. With all the latest tools and a gigantic toolbox the size of a wall of a shop, you can get out here and get a lot of things done on your cars yourself. A little knowledge, a little know-how, watching some YouTube videos, and I hope I've been helpful on some of mine. We got car shows, we got auctions, junkyard crawls, how to fix stuff, how to repair stuff. Man, all kind of neat stuff. Private collections we video. Find something you like and watch that too, guys. And please hit that bell notification and subscribe. Bob out.